World War workout. Disassemble. Hello everyone, and welcome back to my how-tos. Today I'm going to show you how to set up shrugs, but with handles on the Bowflex. Yes, and this also includes 3 different stretches along with the explanation on how to set this exercise up and then how to perform it properly, along with proper breathing and also in proper form that I've seen in the gym and people do with shrugs improperly. And we'll also go to our muscle groups worked, and then after that we'll go to our finale, last but not least, injury charts. Alright, let's go ahead and get stretching. Alright, here we are on to the 3 stretches, and these are going to be a little bit boring, but quick and simple and easy. These, I feel, concentrate the most on the trapezius muscle, so we're just going to go ahead and get it done. Put your hands directly behind your ear, like this, and then just pull down slightly. Hold that for about 10 seconds. Switch over to the other side when you're done. Alright, second stretch. This one's going to look a little bit weird and a little bit funny to a lot of people, but this is not what it looks like. I'm going to just put my hands behind my head, just like the police would tell you to do if you're to get arrested, and then pull down slightly. Don't pull down too much because you might accidentally hurt your spine. And alright, last and final boring stretch. We're going to look straight up, and then you're just going to take your hands like this the opposite way and pull back a little bit. Alright, we're all stretched out. Let's go ahead and get to our setup of this exercise and or workout. Alright, so here we are. We got our handles for shrugs, like so. And then we got our attachment to attach to the squat area. Squat and or deadlift area, whatever you want to call it, that's fine. You can also do this for a lot of different exercises as well. Attach the other side, put that on right there, and then take your handles, put it on like so. Same thing with the opposite side. Put it on like so. Then, last but not least, add on your weights. I just like to add on the weights last because, you know, then I don't have to try to mess with it too much and pull on it too much with my fingers. And, you know, it's not really fun to try to mess with it while I have weight on there. Alright, put your weight on. There we are. That's the setup. Let's go ahead and move on to how to actually perform this exercise properly and other stuff like that. Alright, so the best way so far on how to actually get this workout done, you're going to step onto the platform directly over the pulleys right here. To be directly in front of you like so that way when you pull up there's a little bit more resistance for your trapezius muscles when you pull up, and then you just grab onto the handles any way you see fit. Personally, the grip, in my opinion, at least for the ones that I have. You can grip it this way, or you can grip it that way. Personally, I feel like that's slightly more effective than the other grip. And you can either do front shrugs, side shrugs, or if you want to go even more into it, rear shrugs. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and do the side shrugs right here. And what I'm going to do is start out way below waist level. As you can see, my hips are way up here and my hands are way down here. So you want to start all the way at the bottom. Slowly pull up at the same time with both of them. And curl inward towards your neck as much as you can. There you go. Alright, now let's go on to proper breathing. So when we do this, the proper breathing, when we go up, we want to breathe in. So, down, out. In, out. Breathing is important, very important. Alright, stuff that I've seen a lot of guys do at the gym that is just improper and should not be done at all. Number one, you probably have too much weight. Number two, you're using your lower back too much. Number three, you're doing just pretty much everything wrong that you should not be doing. Alright, here's one of them. This is one thing that I've seen them do. Come up, just almost do a deadlift kind of thing. Here's another one where they try to muscle it up yet again, but it's with the lower back. So you go like this, leaning back. Alright, another one, and I know this one seems a little bit off, but trust me, I've seen it in the gym. This is true right here. This is where people really mess up, okay? What they try to do is move their body to the side as they come up with one side or the other. Okay, this isn't an obliques exercise. This is for your trapezius, alright? Alright, so we're going to keep our shoulders as straight as possible. Look forward as much as you can. Pick a spot on the wall and just rep it up. And don't let your shoelaces get caught in the contraption. Alright, let's try it again. Go. Fast forward. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to muscle groups worked in this exercise and or workout. Alright, muscle groups worked for this workout and or exercise are obviously trapezius muscles. Now, this type of exercise that I just did works the actual top part of the trapezius, has a little bit less of an effect to the front part of the trapezius. And then the back trapezius is a little bit more active just because it's at an upward angle like so. Okay, upward angles like so, and your shoulders are pulling in toward the neck a little bit more, so the back ones are going to be a little bit more activated, but you will feel it on the very top of the trapezius a little bit more than that. And then obviously for grip strength, your hands and your wrist muscles, front and back as well. You might maybe feel it a tiny bit in your biceps, just a little bit squeezing, but you want to try to keep those arms as straight as possible. Do not hyperextend. There's a lot of issues with hyperextending stuff with weight on it, so just don't do it. Don't hyperextend. Just keep it as straight as you possibly can and pull it up about. So your hands are normally right here at this level. The maximum level that you want to pull up for shrugs, and you want your hands to be is about your hips, or just slightly higher than the hips, not much higher than that. and also this works the core a little bit as well. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to our injury charts. Alright, so here we are, our injury charts. Now with this exercise, obviously I showed you a couple of things that people do wrong, and this can cause lower spinal issues and or lower back issues as well. If you lifted the weight too much with your lower back and too much with the I'd say right about here, not exactly mid part of your spine, that can definitely mess you up as well. You can get all kinds of bad problems and issues with your spine as well. There's many different terminologies for it, but you can definitely get injuries like that in the spinal cord, like tearing a disc or something like that. And then the other injury that could possibly occur, and this is from too much weight, is a rip in the trapezius muscle, which can also tear in the front or back. It just kind of depends on how it tears and where it tears. And normally a torn trapezius is a very bad thing. It affects quite a bit of areas in your body, especially since it's connected to quite a bit of muscles. So you can feel a bunch of pain in your shoulders, upper chest. You might even feel a little bit of pain into your biceps, just a tiny bit. And then for the back parts, same thing. Let's just say you tore the back of your trapezius. You're going to feel it a lot in your back muscles. You'll feel it in your rear delt muscles as well. And then that pain could also come all the way down to the latissimus dorsi. You may feel a lot less in the latissimus dorsi. That may just be super sore for a while, or it may feel like maybe you tore it or something, but it's definitely going to feel pretty sore back there for what you did. And then another injury that can occur if you're not careful with stuff, obviously, the shoulder. I had a buddy one time, his shoulders actually popped out of place because of how he was doing it, how much he was bouncing around his body and stuff like that. So his shoulder actually disconnected from doing the shrugs improperly. And trust me, that's no fun to get your arm popped back into place, and that can affect certain areas for being sore for your shoulders, and then obviously a little bit in your arms. You might feel it down your arms and your skeletal system a little bit. Once again, it's not broken, it's just soreness, and might feel a little bit like arthritis kind of pain. And then obviously for the muscle groups that would be a little bit affected by that are, once again, the shoulders, the delts, the rear delts, the back muscles here, and then you might even feel it in the very top part right there in the middle of your neck as well. Alright, that was my injury charts. I just wanted to thank everybody for watching my how-to video. Hopefully you appreciated this information. I put a lot of time and effort into it. Hopefully, if I got anything wrong, just put a comment in, let me know. I'll fix it as fast as I possibly can. Or if I didn't explain everything 100% correctly, just let me know as well. And grab life by the horns, and as always, unleash your inner bull.